Okay, this is the first really technical bit of demonstration we've got so far. We're going to create optimized media. Let's talk about what that is and how it helps us. We have a problem. The H.264 files that we have here are playing back slowly. And we want to be able to view our footage in real time. So, how do we do this? We need to make copies of all of our footage, copies that are easier to play back and stand in for the original files. We refer to these stand-in copies as proxies, and Resolve has a unique approach to proxies in the form of optimized media. Now, before continuing with this, make sure that you have a good amount of space on the drive that you designated as a cache location right at the start of this course. If you skipped setting up your cache drive, then take care of that right now. Go back, do it. It needs to be sorted for this to work. By default, all of our optimized media is going to wind up there. So first, we need to set up the codec and resolution our optimized media uses. To do this, we need to go into our project settings. And to find our project settings, we can either go to File up here, and then go to Project Settings, or alternatively, there's a little gear icon in the very bottom right of the screen, and we can click that to open up the exact same window. We have a few settings here, and not all of them are immediately relevant. We need to scroll down until we find the Optimized Media and Render Cache heading in this window. We have a few settings here, so we need to explain them. First is optimized media resolution. If we're dealing with big files, let's say we've shot 4K H.264 on a phone, which is always a killer for most laptops, we can then make our optimized media a lower resolution so that it can be easier for our machine to decode and work with. The default of automatic takes any clips with a higher resolution than our current timeline and then scales the footage down to the resolution of our timeline. Otherwise, we can choose any of the other options to manually force all footage to scale to that size when we optimize it. So here it says choose automatically. I can click and say original, quarter, 1/8, 1/16 or automatic. I'm going to leave it at automatic. We're working with 1080 material, and by default the timeline we're going to make will be 1080, so I don't need to scale the resolution for this project. Later on, we could be working with 4K clips, at which point we might want to do that if we're going to optimize the media. Next, we have optimized media format. This allows us to choose the codec we're going to use to encode our optimized media. If you're on Mac, then click this, and you want to choose ProRes 422 LT or ProRes 422 Proxy if it is available. If you're on Windows, you want to choose DNX HRLB, which stands for low bandwidth. These two choices tend to make the best balance of quality and drive space required for the new optimized media. Once we get the optimized media process going, it will go through all of our footage, make new files to stand in for it, and then link to those new files. It will take a few minutes, and it is going to need drive space, as I keep on saying. Now that we've got our settings for our optimized media down, let's close these and get on with actually making it. And this is why I recommend that you set up your cache file first. So I'm going to hit save. Now, in order to make our optimized media, we need to select our clips. And this is a bit cumbersome when we have so many bins, so I'm going to show you a little cheat using smart bins. What I want to do is to make a smart bin that just includes every single clip that I have, and that's actually really easy to do. All I need to do is right-click down here in the Smart Bins column, choose Add Smart Bin, and I just need to leave this query open and blank. If I have a blank query, it will filter out every single clip and show all of them. So I hit Create Smart Bin, and then in Smart Bin 1, I have every single one of the clips in this project. So I can now select all of these very easily using a smart bin. Then I just need to click in here once and Control or Command and hit A to select everything. Then we need to right click anywhere and we need to choose Generate Optimized Media. This then takes a little while and we have to leave Resolve until it's done. Now that my optimized media has been generated, I just want to A, check and see that it has worked for all of my video clips, and B, make sure that I can turn it off should I want to do that. To check and see which clips have optimized media, right click up here and enable the optimized media metadata column. It will appear and it will tell you what resolution the optimized media has if it has been generated. If there has been no optimized media, it will either say none or it will be blank. I can scroll down here and I can see that I don't have optimized media for my audio items because you don't make optimized media for audio objects. Finally, I just want to know how to make sure that I am actually using it and I can turn that off when I want to. In order to do this, up here at the top we have an option that reads playback. We click this and you will see that after we have generated optimized media, the use optimized media if available option is checked automatically. As long as this is checked, we will be seeing the optimized media for all of our clips and they should play back much more quickly and in real time. I can check this and that then disables the use of optimized media, at which point I go back to seeing the original clips again. When we finally get around to exporting this project, once we're finished with it, we will take a look at how to make sure that we're not accidentally exporting from proxy files. So this is all we need for this project, and in fact it's most of the information about optimized media. Now that we finally have all of our Edit Assist work done, we can finally proceed onto the Edit panel and begin taking our first steps towards editing this project. So click on through to the next lecture once you're